As soon as we begin spending our time making assumptions about other people's thoughts, we quickly go down some very dark holes. Hey everybody, it's Jesse. Great to see you again. Today I wanted to talk a bit about projection. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, why does Jesse always want to talk about these psychology principles? He's not a psychologist. What makes him think he's allowed to talk about psychology? Or were you thinking that at all? Do you see what I just did? I am making an assumption about what you are thinking. That's projection. I'm projecting, in this case, my insecurity onto you. I don't actually know what you were thinking before I said that. Of course, as soon as I said that, you may well have begun thinking that. But before I said that, you were just thinking... The point is that when we engage in projection, we make assumptions, and assumptions are frequently incorrect. We often make invalid, incorrect, false assumptions when we engage in projections. When we project, we are projecting our own thoughts onto our perceptions of other people. And the problem with that is we are not actually mind readers. You are not an empath. Take it out of your social media bio right now. It's not true. You're not an empath. You are not a psychic. You don't know what other people are thinking. It's not possible to know. You can make assumptions. Occasionally your assumptions may be correct, but only a few instances of being wrong makes more than makes up for all the times that you've been right. We all must become aware of the fact that we engage in projection, because projection is the road to judgment, and judgment is a form of hate. When we make assumptions about other people, we judge them. As a wise man once said, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." We all need to become aware of our judgy habits and kick the hate habit. We need to stop judging others and learn acceptance, tolerance, compassion, forgiveness, and love. These are the road to a better life. Judging other people, projecting our thoughts onto other people are the road to misery within ourselves and in our life and in our relationships with other people. So we all need to become aware of this. One way I often see people engage in projection is when they say, "That person hurt me on purpose. They offended me, they hurt my feelings, and they did it on purpose because they enjoy hurting other people." This is absolutely a form of projection. It's also deeply wallowing in the victim mentality. First of all, it's not all about you, and we all need to realize this. Each and every one of us needs to remember it's not about us. Other people do things for reasons that have nothing to do with us. If someone hurt your feelings, it was usually by accident. If someone offended you, it's probably because you have different worldviews. It's not usually because they're going out of their way to cause offense. And if we're talking about social media, where people post offensive things all the time, have you done the same? I think you probably have. So let's try not to be hypocrites. Let's try and apply the same principles to other people that we apply to ourselves. If we're allowed to occasionally say offensive things on the internet, then other people are too, and they don't owe us anything. More generally, it's unlikely that someone has gone out of their way to intentionally hurt you. Chances are that whoever hurt your feelings was not being mindful, unaware of it, if you spoke to them rationally and gave them an opportunity to apologize, they probably would. If you take to the public sphere and demand their immediate execution, then no, they're unlikely to apologize because now you have wronged them. This is an example of how your victim mentality turns you into the perpetrator. When you begin to believe that someone else has hurt your feelings on purpose, stop. Take a step back, take a deep breath, realize that this other person is just as human as you are. It's unlikely that you had anything to do with it. So take yourself out of the equation and look at it dispassionately. The other one I see all the time, I see people accuse other people of, I don't know a good way of putting this, you think you're better than me. And I just don't even understand what you think it is that they're thinking. So first of all, this is projection of the highest order. You're telling someone else what they think based on what you're thinking. Where's the reality in any of this? You're thinking about someone else's thoughts and now you're angry about it? We all need to become centered in ourselves, try to improve ourselves rather than making assumptions about other people's thoughts. As soon as we begin spending our time making assumptions about other people's thoughts, we quickly go down some very dark holes. So avoid holes, do not fall in them, and avoid falling in them by reminding yourself not to speculate about what other people are thinking, because chances are, if my experiences are at all representative, the person who you thinks they're better than you actually thinks that they're not as good as you. They probably are suffering from exactly the same inferiority complex that you are. Let me say that again. Chances are, if you think that someone else thinks they're better than you, it's more likely that that person is suffering from exactly the same inferiority complex that you're suffering from. They probably think that you're better than them. So let's all just let go of who's better than who. We are all the same. We are all equal. We are all one. You, me, them, the people we like, the people we don't like. We're all the same. So nobody's better than anybody else. And when we go around accusing other people of thinking that they're better than us, we are engaging in projection, and it is extremely unhealthy. So please, folks, let's let this go. We need to let go of our projection. We need to learn to accept one another and stop making assumptions about what other people think. And that is the challenge that I'm offering to you this week. So let me know how that goes for you. Let me know what you think, and I will look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks very much for listening and watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will be talking to you soon. Have a great day. Thanks.